I think it's harder to relax if you're northern. I think it's harder to relax up north. Especially as a northerner living in London. It's hard. And people patronise you when you've got a northern accent. They just assume you're stupid rather than getting to know you and working it out that way. Like, even good stuff. I was on Radio 4 last year. That's supposed to be a good career achievement. Get on Radio 4. They don't usually let northerners on the radio. If you think about when you usually hear a northern voice on the radio, it's when we're about to express a horrific opinion on TalkSport. That's our usual sort of thing. Right, and next on the subject of immigration, we've got Mike from Barnsley. Cut the line on him. He's going to say the words Navy and harpoon gun very early on here. Well, we're not all like that. No, I was on Radio 4, I was doing a bit of topical comedy, and I received multiple complaints. And you're thinking, well, what controversial subject were you talking about here, Ian? No. I received my complaints because of how I pronounce the letter H. Well, yeah, and I get a real clear sense in the room, you're not going to be on my side here. I say it wrong. I know that now. I say H. It's supposed to be H. I still feel like I've not won anyone over here. Who like doesn't care? Because I think that's a normal reaction. Who cares? You know what I'm saying. Like if I said to you, oh, could you just nip across the road and get me something from W.H. Smith? You won't be like, I've got no idea what you're on about. I mean, if it's stationary, I could maybe go, there's a W.H. Smith over there. If that could help you. People are angry. I received multiple emails. Angry emails. I got a tweet from a woman called Margaret. She was pissed off. Margaret's tweet, she said, I was enjoying listening to Radio 4 until Ian Smith came on. Someone needs to teach him how to speak properly. It is A-I-T-C-H, not H-A-I-T-C-H. Has anyone here been in a position where you've had to have a letter spelt to you before? A letter. A letter's one. You know what? A letter is the bit that makes up a word. Don't leave me here. A letter is one letter long. A-I-T-C-H. She spelled a letter to me with 5 letters. And one of those letters was the letter she's spelling to me. She's lost her fucking head here, Margaret. She's gone. The thing that annoyed me most about Margaret's tweet, that woman had not tweeted in 5 years. 5 years. Her last tweet 5 years ago was, beautiful weather outside. First goldfinch of the season on my bird feeder, bliss. And she's put her laptop screen down. She's lived in that blissful life for 5 years, skipping around. Nothing's bothered her in 5 years. And not just 5 years, by the way. Anyone here remember? The last 5 years. The shittest 5 years of our collective memory. Nothing's bothered Margaret, though. Anyone here remember the pandemic? That, straight over her perm. She don't give a shit about that. Cost of living crisis. Nothing from Margaret. Wars rampaging across the world. She's like rolling her eyes at the news a bit, like she finds it annoying. I said H on the radio, and she's gone, for fuck's sake! Where's my laptop? Where's my 2018 Dell laptop? Getting it out, opening it up, blowing the dust off the keys. What's my login? There's no way she remembers a login after 5 years. She had to stay angry at me for the amount of time it takes for her to reset her own password. She got livid throughout that bit where she's got to click on fire hydrants to prove she's not a robot. There's a fucking fire hydrant there. I know what a fire hydrant is, I'm not a robot, I'm a human! A-I-T-C-H-U-M-A-N. Human. I don't know if that's an applause for me or an applause you gave yourselves for working it out. There's a little delay, and you're like, "Oh no, I've got that. Well done." But it's either that, or she's had to stay angry at me for the amount of time it takes to find that book that all old people have got with all the passwords written in it. Old people are fucking stupid. No disrespect to a couple of people in the room. But my mum and dad, they're old. They're old, and they've got themselves a password book, but they're very clever with it. See if you can work this one out. And they keep their passwords tucked away in their address book. Under P. Yeah, for passwords. Good luck, burglars. Unless Alan Turing's in your gang, you're not cracking this code. The Smith family home is a fortress.